Welcome everybody. Happy Halloween 2018. Take you on a behind the scenes daytime walkthrough of the haunted trail of Longshore Lake. I have a lot of the same effects as last year, but I've incorporated some new ones. It all starts here at the trailhead at the control table. It's my control box that runs some of the animatronics used. Probably saw from last year, got my digital jack-o'-lanterns singing songs while people are waiting in queue to go into the haunted trail. Be sure to check the nighttime walkthrough so you can see all these effects in action. As the kids start down the haunted trail, they get the fogging tube that I incorporated last year. Works really nice. Always as always, greeted by Mr. Gravekeeper. Get to see the googly eyes. I've also incorporated some step pads, pressure pads, which is the first time I've used these pads. And they have been working really well. This is the prop that I used a couple years ago, but he wasn't triggering real well. So I hacked in pressure connectivity to him to the try me switch, and now when the kids step on the pad, he triggers. Works out nicely. Also have my shaky eyes that shake this shrub right here as they go around the corner. And then they start to enter the graveyard. They circle the bend here. They run into a remote control from the control table back there. The Rising Reaper. Terrific effect. Grows up to 8 foot tall. And then a new effect that I used last year is the Bereaved Bride, is what I call her. She's the bride of the graveyard. It's a projection from Atmos FX, the Beckoning Beauty. And she's terrific. I'll show you where the projection comes from her, for her. I also worked more on my baffles to make them even more sustainable. Incorporated a plastic cap. It's actually part of this whole PVC tube system. Got it from Home Depot, just made some cuts into it, and it works great for these lights. Again, make sure that you check out the nighttime walkthrough so you can see how everything lights up. Got my spiders in the tree. This fellow receives a uplight as well. Still have the orange and red fire ice lights throughout the entire cemetery. Here's another pressure pad. Got it tilted up right now, so I don't trigger it all the time, but that's for the jumping spider. Here's the projector box that I built last year. Have a lock on it. This projects the Beckoning Beauty, the Bereaved Bride. And here's a new prop that I got this year. This is the Peekaboo Ghoul. So he rocks back and forth, and it's really perfect with this gait. His eyes light up. Really cool effect. Give the kids a little something extra. But as they come on down the trail, the two main windows there above my Reaper arch have two Atmos FX phantasm projections. The Rising Wraiths is what I call them. Look stunning at nighttime. Really stops a lot of traffic out in the road. But as they come on through the tunnel, enter the tunnel, I've also incorporated a couple of more projectors don't know if you're able to see him. Underneath a couple of projectors up top here. There's the other one. Need to get him set back up the right way. See if I can do this real quick. There you go, buddy. He shoots down through some holes that I have put into the top with two projectors. And down into the tunnel. Those shoot the Tarantula Atmos FX video, the strobe version. Makes it look like you're walking on bugs. It's meant to be cast on a wall, but it really works great for this effect here. So, as they just got the jumping spider back there on the trail, they now have to jump over top of the tarantulas as they walk through the tunnel. Also have incorporated a few spiders in here as well. Some spider bags that shake. And it all leads them up to where they get their candy at, the end of the trail. And this year, I've got the Rocking Witch. She is fantastic. Really, really cool. She's got one wild rock to her. She really starts rocking in that chair. So I've got a pressure plate as well for her right here. And that if they want to get the candy, they're going to step the candies in this bowl. They step on the trigger, and she just starts almost lunging at them. She has a bunch of great things that she says. I think she's got 5, 6 different phrases that she says. So it's really fun. We did a soft run last night for the neighborhood, and people were really blown away by her. So also at nighttime, there's a projector, another projector, the third projector inside the house, along with the 2 windows. That window and the one on the right hand side. This window also has a projection on it, which is a spotlight version of the tarantulas from Atmos FX, just crawling all on the window behind her, along with some of the other spiders that I've got scattered about here. So it really turned out really well. Really happy with it. It's also the fogger tube inside this tunnel, which is a 400 watt fogger that I'm running to fill up the tunnel, and just gives that extra feeling, spooky feeling to the whole thing. Works terrifically. That's one other new thing that I've added this year is a 1000 watt fogger right here, which is for the graveyard. I've got tubing, same sort of perforated tubing running throughout all the ferns there that make up the graveyard, in and around all the tombstones, and that one's actually run on a timer, so it just keeps cycling fog throughout the night, which is real cool. And then the final thing, kind of the end of the whole thing, is the Witch in the Rocker. It's her sister, and this is a 3D FX from Atmos FX. I bought one of the inflatable props they sell, and it works out really good. But I like a bit of, for this particular projection, this is their witch projection. I've done a loop of her, 3 different scenes, and I just like the slender, more slender frame on her, and I've draped her in the Atmos FX projection fabric. Not quite sure what they call it, but the projector is down here, and again runs on a computer. This nice projector here. This one, it's too big for the box. It actually pokes out. The other ones are protected by glass, so they're actually weatherproof, but this one's a bit more sensitive. Got my speakers to cast nice sound. All the sound is localized. Trying to make it all localized for these windows, those 2 windows there that are playing the wraiths. I have a Bluetooth speaker hidden back over there that has a real nice deep bass sound, and it runs a loop of the phantasm wraiths on repeat, and that's the largest sound. I turn that one up, crank it up all the way so that the sound of those wraiths go across the whole haunted trail of Longshore Lake. So, but she's the real showstopper. People visiting, they let their kids walk through, and they just come up and kind of hang out with the witch and watch her go through her different songs and seance, and she's just terrific. I really, really love her. Looking forward to some new scenes for her. But that's pretty much the ending right there. So this has been a daytime walkthrough of the Haunted Trail of Longshore Lake 2018, 3rd edition. Be sure to click the like button and watch the nighttime version so you can see all these effects at work. Hope you appreciate it. Put any questions in the comments and I will try to respond. Happy Halloween.